Welcome to the Once Upon a Sunday Fantasy Football Podcast with your hosts, Josh Kimmel, Dave Campbell, and Justin Bowerly.
Welcome to Once Upon a Sunday Fantasy Football Podcast. Today, in a special edition of the show, we are breaking down the top 30 Dynasty quarterback rankings. Yes, it is that time that we start drafting. Rookie drafts are starting up. If you're not a psychopath like us, this is about the time we start them. So this is just quarterback step one of the series. We will run through the running backs, receivers, and tight ends in later shows. So welcome to part one of this series. Before I get into it, I have my two co-hosts, of course, Justin Bowerly and my buddy Dave Campbell, who cannot help himself but to go the first thing he does. But I love it. That's why we love him. That's why he's here. Guys, welcome to the show. Dave, welcome back. It's been a while. It's been your first time since vacation. What's going on? How was Cancun?
Busy. I wish I was in Cancun. That'd be awesome. We're just making stuff up now, but it's all good. I need a vacation. That's what needs to happen. But
you look red.
Whoever goes to Cancun instead
because
of
I work outside, I know you guys get to chill inside. And, you don't have to deal with the sun, but some of us do. So I'm red. I don't put sunscreen on. So there's that because I'm dumb.
Logical. Justin, long time since we talked. I don't think we've spoken since last week. Just kidding. What's going on, Justin?
I think it's been maybe an hour or so since we last talked. Oh yeah, no, it's good. This was fun to get these rankings together so that Dave can come on here and tell us that we did them all wrong, but put exactly zero input into his rankings. So
no, you guys give me too much credit. It's the off season. I have no need to roast you guys because off season rankings are dumb anyways. So, but I will do my job and roast you anyways.
Hey, before we get further into the podcast, just want to let everyone know you can follow us on Twitter if I did not say that already, at Josh Kimmel OUS, at Justin Bowerly, and at Viking Dave, where he's just blasting Justin Fields nonstop lately because of the trade. We'll get to that. Don't worry, we'll get to that.
Good.
Make sure you follow at Finstock Sports Network. Make sure you follow the show, all the shows on the network, especially for the Miami Dolphins news. Big time off season. And Dave, this is important because startup drafts are actually happening and rookie drafts are actually happening. People do want to jump the gun. I actually started a startup draft this week. It's a restart. So these are relevant, whether you want to believe it or not. Things are happening. People are getting signed. People are getting traded. People are being impacted all over the NFL. This is one of the biggest off seasons in a long time.
Go ahead.
Especially the quarterback. Especially at the quarterback position.
But it's fine. You don't know who's been drafted and you don't know where to. You don't know all these free agent signings. You don't know, there's so much unknown that offseason drafts this early especially are more luck than skill. I lucked into this guy getting a starting job. Okay, cool. Congratulations. You got a guy you didn't do any research. You didn't nail it. You got lucky. But that's fine. You guys do what you do. It doesn't bother me.
I nailed CJ Stroud. I nailed him.
Oh, yeah. You hated him last year. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly my point. You don't even know. Like I said, we don't even know what. There's 4 quarterbacks going to go into probably the top 5. You don't know where any of them are going, which means it's going to adjust all the other quarterbacks' rankings. It's just, again, I don't care. There's running backs going to get drafted, receivers. There's a lot's going to change. That's why, to me, you can draft. I don't really care.
Dave,
but the
Dave, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead and ask me a question.
Would you take 101 or Deshaun Watson?
101 easily.
Okay, easily. You heard that, Justin? Easily. Would you take 101 or would you take Justin Fields?
101 easily.
Okay. Easily. He says. Would you take 101 or would you take Dak Prescott?
Dak.
Okay. Would you take? Hold on, I'm not done yet. Would you take 101 or Kirk Cousins?
Probably 101.
Okay.
Sure.
So you align with our 101, which is the universal 101 of Caleb Williams, who you nailed all the people below our universal rankings.
Okay, all that's fine.
Well, but what I'm saying is we kind of have an idea of where these players come in.
Yeah,
that's exactly. So you just align with our rankings. All the players.
I'm not saying that I'm not saying every single thing is going to be different. I'm saying there's going to be a lot of changes though once some of these guys get drafted. What if the Patriots don't draft the quarterback? Now Jacoby Brissett actually has value.
Exactly. That's why
you got lucky because you drafted Jacoby Brissett.
That's why adjusting's rank and they're fluid. That's why you continue to watch the shows and do your research and tune into YouTube, tune into whoever you want to tune into, because rankings always change. Always. So it is important this isn't the first time we'll be talking about rankings, guys. We will be ranking these quarterbacks throughout the season as things change. And that's why you need to keep in contact with us on Twitter, anywhere you can possibly get in contact with us, because we will fix. Today, I changed my rankings. Today. Because I'm like, wait, this player shouldn't be there. Things change. Hey, our boss put a comment in the chat, and I do want to answer it real quick before we get on to the tiers. Per Barry Jackson of the Miami Herald, Miami Dolphins are very interested in signing Odell Beckham Jr. He's a player they really like. How would that impact his fantasy value? Dave.
Odell Beckham?
Yeah.
0. He has no value. He's not really worth anything. I don't care if he goes to Miami. Honestly, if he goes to Miami, that's worse because they already have 2 studs. So, I mean, if the only value he might have is if he goes to someplace that really doesn't have a good number 2 receiver. But for him to go to Miami, I wouldn't touch him.
I would think it boosts Tua, obviously, because you have one more safety net.
Okay, well, I'm talking about
I know, Odell. But Odell, I agree with you. He's a non-factor to me in fantasy. He's more of a team player, more of an NFL signing rather than fantasy.
He hasn't had a good season in like 5 years. Like he's living off his name now, and that's cool, but he's not a fantasy impact guy anymore.
I agree with 1,000% what you're saying, especially now that they got Jonnu Smith in the bag. That is another option.
Please stop.
That is another option for Tua to throw to, and stop hating on my boy Jonnu Smith. He's going to be a huge talking point this entire offseason, so you better get used to it, Dave. You better get used to it.
I'm still learning how to
because you know when I was ranking my tens, when I was going through it, I'm like, God, how high? 3, 4? Where should I put my boy Jonnu Smith? But anyway, Odell Beckham non-factor to me in fantasy as well. With that being said, let's get into our fantasy dynasty quarterback rankings. We're going to start. We have them in tiers 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go ahead and start with tier 4. Justin, do you want to read off these names for us, please?
Yeah. So tier 4, we have players like Sam Howell, Matt Stafford, Jaden Daniels, Jared Goff, Bryce Young, Drake May, Daniel Jones, Deshaun Watson, Justin Fields, Kirk Cousins, and the 101 Caleb Williams. Josh and I have them ranked slightly different, but I mean, that's what we're here to talk about, right?
Do you think it's odd that we have Caleb Williams at quarterback 15 dynasty wise, and in the 4th tier? Most people would have him higher because of age alone. And I will be we had a startup where we can pick slots.
What is happening? What is happening? What is happening with these rankings?
Hold on, Dave.
I'm just reading them off as they go, and I'm so confused right now as to what is going on.
What is so hard to comprehend, Dave? Tell me where we're wrong. Tell me.
If it just went by.
Well, he's going to say Justin Fields immediately.
Yes. How is Justin Fields quarterback 16?
Well,
he's a backup.
When he ends up starting at the start of the season.
How is Sam Howell? We don't even know if he's going to win that job. Number 24. That's a QB2. How is Deshaun Watson? Okay. Y'all go ahead and defend your rankings because I'm really lost right now.
Well, I'm glad you're lost. I mean, you've done. First off, you've put 0 effort into ranking yourself. Second off, you don't know who we have above them. And I guarantee you, if I name all the players above,
how is Cousins 19? I love him there.
He's coming off an Achilles injury. He's a little bit older.
Goff is 18. That's way too low.
Look, we're not talking about Goff right
seems high. Honestly.
Can we just focus on one person, Dave?
I can't. Hold on. I've seen this list for the first time, and I'm like, what is happening?
I asked you earlier today if you wanted to see the list.
What a hater.
14. Caleb Williams is probably too low. Probably. I don't know. But without seeing them.
That's what we're here to talk about right now.
Okay, well, I'm just now seeing these, so you got to give me some time to realize.
I should have sent him a list because I asked him today.
And I don't know.
So he could
I don't know.
Himself.
First of all, is this y'all's like tiered rankings together combined?
No, this is just mine at the moment. I'm going to play Josh's once this runs through one more time while we're talking about these things. But
send me both y'all so I can look at them real quick.
Oh my God, I'll send you a link.
All right, he's not going to be able to access the link. All right, let's start with Justin Fields. You said he's the backup, and that is the most non-controversial or controversial thing we can say. He's very transparent. He's very, people are on Justin Fields. He's going to beat out Russell Wilson. And there's reports today saying that if Russell Wilson doesn't play well in training camp, he can be cut and will be cut. That was reported today. We all saw the news, correct? We were all on Twitter. We all saw this.
No, I didn't see it.
Well, I
was
did.
busy working. Sorry.
Justin, can you confirm this? This was said.
Yeah, it was on there.
I believe you. I'm not saying you're lying.
And they're not going to lose anything off of Russell Wilson being cut either. I mean, what, $1.5 million? That's not going to do anything. I think this is going to be an actual real quarterback competition. I think Justin Fields actually has a shot at starting, and this gives them a lot better of an opportunity than the Bears did. Yeah, he has one wide receiver, but they actually have a coaching staff that can coach. That's the thing. So I have Justin Fields up high still, just because I think his potential in Dynasty is better than some of these guys below. His rushing upside is better. I'd rather have him over Matt Stafford right now. Right now, he's a QB3. People are trying to buy him on my team, and I'm not selling him for anything right now.
And Dave, you got to understand, this is Dynasty, man, in which you're a very good Dynasty player, and you got to understand this isn't about just next year. And next season, he will have play. He will be starting games next year. That's just a fact. Russell Wilson is going to.
I honestly don't deny that at all. I think what's funny is I was thinking about Justin Fields. I was like, oh, we're going to talk about Fields tonight. He'll be like, I said to myself, I said he should be ranked higher than a handful or more of the actual starters because they all suck. And then y'all got him ranked like 10 spots higher than I even thought. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the wrong one.
It's middle mark.
Well, it's very it's definitely something to have him at 16 and 17 like we have him, especially since right now he is not the starter in Pittsburgh. But again, we're talking about Dynasty, not redraft. I am thinking not just this year. I'm thinking next year as well, the year after that. I don't see Russell Wilson being the starter forever. Whether Justin Fields is the starter for Pittsburgh this year, next year, or on another team next year, I think his value is still a lot higher than Russell Wilson, Sam Howell, Matt Stafford, Jared Goff, Bryce Young, Drake May, Daniel Jones, all those players.
Yeah, if you look at the upside alone. But on the flip side of that, Justin, he could easily be out of the league if he doesn't play well in Pittsburgh.
And
this could be his last chance.
I was going to say. If Chicago had to give him away, think about that. A 6th-round pick, that's free. They got him for free. And now Pittsburgh doesn't have Deontay Johnson. They don't have the weapons that they even had even a year ago. I mean, Pickens is a really good player, and I like him. Freeman is fine, but so it's just where you got Cole Kmet and DJ Moore, same thing. He could be out of the league in 2 years. That's my only issue with having him this high. Even though for fantasy, yes, if he starts, he's probably top 10 guy again because he's going to run around like crazy. He's going to score touchdowns. Cool. I worry about him now being on his second team. How many guys get 3 tries? It doesn't happen very often. So if he's busts here, he might just be a career backup. So
Kirk Cousins is on his 3rd team.
Baker Mayfield's on his fourth team.
Okay.
Geno Smith.
Talking about guys that suck.
I'm just saying. I'm just
saying.
Can
complete a pass. That's all I'm saying.
But what I'm
guys
saying,
that can't complete passes suck.
He's going to a better organization, well-run organization. I'm not sticking up for Justin Fields. I don't think he's a great quarterback whatsoever. But he doesn't need to be a great real-life quarterback to be a great fantasy quarterback.
No, but he has to be a better real-life quarterback to keep his job and not be a backup in 2 years. I understand this. That's all I'm saying. That's my only issue now.
I understand, but yes, I'm ranking by upside for this portion of it's tier 4, Dave. We're not talking tier 3, tier 2, tier 1.
I don't know,
This is tier 4.
QB 16 is a starter in a Superflex league.
Oh, I know it is.
Are you going to tell me this is my question to you? And I know the answer is already no. You're not drafting him as your starter in a Superflex league. You're not drafting him as the QB 6. You can't. I don't think you can draft, and that's why, in my opinion, he should be a little bit lower. Only because, one, he's, maybe he does start this year. To me, if it's me, Russell Wilson sucks. I don't think he's that good anymore. I don't think he sucks. That's saying something.
See,
But why would you not give Fields a try?
I would still draft him as my QB2 in a super flex, and then maybe go get one of these other guys that are going to start that are way lower. Like, I don't know, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Geno in a dynasty league.
You can pair him up with
us. Because then you're going to at least get the starter in there, and you can get him later on in the round. But if he does start and he has that rushing upside and he does play really well, he's a top 10 quarterback points per game. It's just, he's got to have the opportunity to start.
That's a lot of questions.
I have a question for
go ahead.
I have a question. As the host, let me ask the question, Dave.
I don't know.
So
I'm seeing your list now, and I don't
let's
know. I can ask you
hold
some
on.
questions.
Let's
but
see.
Go ahead.
Let's say right now. Let's say right now today, or in a week or so, Lamar Jackson suffers a season-ending injury. Do you drop him all the way down because he's going to be out all year?
We're talking about a guy who's proven now he's not going to lose
hold
his
on.
job.
Okay. How about
there's a difference.
Hold on. Jordan Love. He gets here's ACL.
He's not going to lose his
season.
He's not. He didn't get traded for a 6th-round pick.
But what I'm saying is, Justin Fields has the upside of being a top 10 quarterback.
Yes, I agree.
For longer than just 1 year. So that's why he's I put him in the middle of the pack for that reason alone.
That's
I'm personally not touching him because I don't like to gamble on my quarterbacks. I'm just telling you that's where I think he would stay.
Let's also not forget that it's not like we just came out of the season where we had like 14 starting quarterbacks injured and we had 14 backups playing in the NFL.
Yeah.
Backups are huge. I mean, this is probably the best backup that we have right now in the league. So
yeah, probably. For fantasy for sure. Josh, why do you hate JJ McCarthy and Sam Darnold?
Who asked that question?
Me. I asked that question. How are they your 57th and 58th rated quarterbacks behind Tommy DeVito, Dorian Thompson-Robinson?
Hold on.
No, I'm going to keep going. Mitch Trubisky, Carson Wentz, Kyle Trask, Taylor Heineke, Jake Browning. Like, I need an explanation.
We do need a website so we can release all of our rankings. Like
we do, which we will. And I'll give you an explanation for that. Sam Darnold, you just told me Justin Fields on his second. Sam Darnold's on his how many teams? Now, I understand they trade. You're just a Vikings fan, so you're just like, oh, this is going to be fine. He's going to be coached up. Oh, he's going to be fine.
No, I don't care about that.
What they are making moves. You know this. You know they're making moves for a quarterback.
Yes. 1,000%.
I don't think Sam Darnold touches the field this year.
Honestly, I don't mind that if that happens. I do think he will. I do think he will start the season because I don't think that they want to throw. I think they want to take it slow with the quarterback. My question is, I don't care how terrible you think Sam Darnold is. There's at least a chance that he starts. There's at least a chance, right? There's a probably 50-50 or better chance that he's at least going to start one game, week 1, probably. If I was betting, I would bet that.
So where would you put Sam
Stetson
Darnold?
Bennett is not starting a game. Tommy DeVito is not starting a game. Zero chance he's going to start a game.
We don't
unless the guys in front of them get hurt. Like, they're legit backups. They have no chance of playing of any meaningful time unless something happens. Sam Darnold at least has a 50-50 chance.
You see where I put Ryan Tannehill?
Yeah, he's terrible.
I mean, that honestly, Dave, those tell me
Zach Wilson.
Why I put those guys down there. I don't want to touch them. I don't want to roster them. I don't want.
First of all, how
any
you got
part
JJ McCarthy at 57 when he's going to be a top 5 pick probably? That's terrible.
I didn't know I put him there. That's why. I fucked up the rankings earlier.
Bo Nix at 31 and McCarthy at whatever.
I think Bo Nix. To be fair, I think Bo Nix is going to be good.
I'm pretty sure Josh didn't rank JJ, Sam, or Ryan, but I needed an average.
I know. I 1,000% put. I 1,000% put Tannehill as my last quarterback. I know that for a fact. That's the first thing I did. Tannehill is trash, god awful. We're talking about tier 4 though, Dave. We're not talking all the way down there. Can we stick with tier 4, David?
Go ahead. Talk about whoever you want.
That's the yellow section on that sheet.
You don't think Bo Nix is going to be good?
No, Dave? I never said I don't like Bo Nix. I didn't say that at all.
I think he's going to be really good in the NFL.
I think he has a chance to be a pretty good player. I just see him at 30 or something, and then you have JJ McCarthy, who's going to be a top 5 to 10 pick at the worst.
So is
57.
Who else is top pick? Zach Wilson.
It looks.
Yeah, it doesn't mean nothing, but I don't know how you can have him ranked that low. I think you clearly missed him. You had to have missed him.
I didn't miss him.
No way.
He's off my board. He's off my board. He's off my board. Okay. Period. Will not draft him all season.
I hope you're in a lot. Realize how dumb you sound right now.
I do sound dumb. No, I don't sound dumb. I sound smart because he's off my board, Dave. I don't want to touch these.
You
players.
have a rookie quarterback below. Remember how much you hated CJ Stroud last year, and you have this rookie quarterback below Stetson Bennett. Like, shut up. Like, you sound stupid.
4.
And I love you.
Not tier 7.
Behind Kyle Trask. Come on, really?
Trask, dude. Josh Wingate. What? Josh Wingate talked me up on Kyle Trask. He's gonna be a stud one day. Watch, guaranteed. Guarantee it. Guarantee. I was told by a podcast that they should trade 2 first-round picks to trade up for Kyle Trask because he's gonna be a superstar one day. Walk the plank. You know what I'm talking about.
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Dave, is there anything else you want to pick apart, or can we move
Not
on to
right
tier
now.
3?
I think that's enough.
Okay, that's enough. Tier 3 is a lot.
There you go.
Can I say this?
I already put that up.
Oh, you did? Sorry.
Yeah.
Shouldn't touch buttons. I'm not the producers. Let's go into tier 3. Dave, we have, I'll name them, Dak Prescott, Tua, Jordan Love, Brock Purdy, Kyler Murray, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert. Dave, what is your issue with this tier?
I really don't have an issue with this tier. I think
Did we hit it? Did we hit it on the head?
But I mean, I think that's mostly right. Yeah. Because to me, any of these guys in this could go in any order. That's why I say I don't have an issue with, and I don't see anybody that stands out as, oh my God, they're way too high, or oh my God, they're way too low. I think Kyler could. I want to put him higher, but I don't know who I put him over. Probably Trevor Lawrence.
I do consensus. We had Kyler at 10. What we differ here on is Trevor Lawrence and Jordan Love. I have Jordan Love at 8. Josh has him at 12. Whereas I have Trevor Lawrence at 13 and Josh has him at 9. So those are our two big differences here that really muddy this water. But
and it's really picking nits though, because I'm sitting here thinking, man, I put Justin Herbert at 8 because I think, it's name value. Justin Herbert's a stud no matter what. Then he loses Keenan Allen, Mike Williams. He's pretty much thrown it to Joshua Palmer, Quentin Johnson. He's running. Well, I don't even know which running back he's running down there. CJ Spiller. Who knows? Who knows who the running back position is? The whole system in LA is being blown up. So is Justin Herbert too high? That was my whole thing going into this whole tier. Where do I want to put Herbert? I want to put him in tier 3, but I think I believe in Kyler more. That's why Kyler's at 10. But man, I think I would just tinker in my rankings today. I didn't want Justin to do too much work. That's what I would change. I would switch Kyler to 8 and Herbert down to about 10 because of all the weapons he's lost. How is he going to adjust to that? That's my concern.
That is going to be tough. If they are able to get a Roma Dunze or Malik Neighbors, I think that does help with that offense. But yeah, they're not doing them any justice on the there. So now they could also go ahead and trade Justin Herbert away to another team and then get JJ McCarthy. So
they're really going to trade Justin Herbert.
He makes too much money. The cap hit would be way too bad.
Yeah.
Tua for Herbert. Who says no? Who says no? Dolphins Nation, right?
I think you're very split on that decision. And I am not. I can't believe how much I'm in Dolphins Twitter, but I know that specific question is a split decision there. How about Minnesota? Send him up to Minnesota.
Oh,
how about
that? That'd be amazing.
I heard Minnesota, Kyle Trask to Minnesota. Josh Wingate said that in the chat. Wouldn't that be fun, Dave?
That'd be a Super Bowl contender right there.
We already have a better guy. We have like 3 better players than Kyle Trask.
I highly doubt that. Tua.
I would take Nick Mullins over Kyle Trask. I would take Sam Darnold over Kyle Trask. And I would take, I don't know who else. We lost Dobbs. So, and I would take anybody that we're about to draft over Kyle Trask. So that's 3.
Wait, did you lose Dobbs or did you just let Dobbs go?
Agent. And we just
he signed somewhere. I saw he signed somebody.
San Francisco.
Yeah, that's a good signing for him. I think he's going to do well over there. Speaking of San Francisco, we both have Brock Purdy, Justin at 11. This one was my biggest difference from last year to this year. I think I had him in the mid-20s last season or even lower. And this season, I kind of bought into him because of all the weapons around him. I still believe in him. I know you do. Now, Dave, do you think we're too high on a Brock Purdy? Now, we both have Brock Purdy ranked above Tua, Dak, Caleb Williams. So you're telling me, so in these rankings, somebody would offer us 101 for Purdy and we would turn it down. Do you agree with that?
I would probably take Caleb Williams over Brock Purdy. That's why I said I think I would probably move him up, but I don't know who was up there. I feel like that's very kind of subjective. I mean, Brock Purdy plays great in that offense. He's got great weapons, CMC, mostly CMC. Debo, Ayuk might be there. We don't know. He might get traded. Kittle's there. Yeah, he's got great weapons. And the great thing about Brock Purdy is you dump it off to literally any of those players and they run it for like 80 yards.
Caleb Williams is. I'm
I
still
love Purdy.
not.
You know what? I take it
100%
back.
on
I
Caleb
would
Williams.
probably take Purdy over Caleb Williams.
See, here's the thing with Caleb and all Chicago Bears quarterbacks, and I hate to lump them all into one little group, but when's the last time we've seen an elite quarterback, or at
Jay
least
Cutler.
Jay Cutler. I mean, Justin Fields had elite games and he was really good on the ground, but I'm talking about steady Eddie, elite quarterback play out of Chicago. It just doesn't exist.
The only thing keeping Caleb Williams up this high for me is the weapons that they added this offseason with Keenan Allen.
Yeah, I like that.
And DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely like what they did offensively surrounding Caleb Williams. But again, I don't really want to take a chance. If I'm in a startup, and this always amazes me, it happened this season. When I did a startup, we restarted a league, and you can pick 101 through 112 in the, I guess the players, the veterans, or 101 and 112 for the rookies. People were taking 101 and the rookies 102, 103, 104, and before 101 was even taken. And I'm thinking, you guys are valuing 103 over Mahomes? That shit was happening.
Hold on. What are we saying? Explain that to me again.
Okay, so we did a redraft league. Yes. We restarted the whole league.
Uh-huh.
And to make it fair, we drew out of a hat, and it was a rookie 1 through 12 and a veteran 1 through 12. And then with your first
number. So if
number,
you had the 101, you got 112 of the rookie draft.
No. We did a drawing for the first round. So the first round was, do you want 101 for the rookie? Do you want 101 for the veterans? You could pick your slot the first round. And then we did a second raffle. The second raffle, you pick again. So if you picked a veteran 101 the first round, you have to pick a rookie draft the second raffle. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You pick your time. So the first raffle, everyone went 101 rookie, 102 rookie, 103 rookie. I'm like, the fuck is happening? And it was my turn. And I'm like,
I don't hate that idea. You know why? You have to know why.
I know why, but I'm sorry. I'm taking Mahomes 101 veteran over 101, 102, 103, 104, 1. I don't care.
But you're not just getting Mahomes. You're also, so say you get 101 rookie, you're getting Caleb Williams, and you're still getting a really good player in the regular draft.
I understand that.
So that's why. I mean, I get.
I truly understand. I truly understand that. But my thing is, if you're really going to leverage, you're going to risk missing out on Mahomes to go get Caleb Williams at 101. To me, that doesn't make sense.
Dude, there's a lot of good quarterbers, man. Yeah, they're not Mahomes. They're not Josh Allen. Not Jalen Hurts. I get that.
But they say that every year, though, Dave. They say that every. I understand.
I don't know, man. Like Herbert's a QB 8 or 9, and we love him. I'm great with him as my QB 1. If I get Caleb Williams and Justin Herbert, I'm good with that.
So
like,
Justin,
am I mad? No?
Justin sent me a graphic today, which I already knew. Like 10 quarterbacks are just not like Jimmy Garoppolo, Justin Fields, all these quarterbacks. I wish I had the graphic in front of me. Just aren't even starting this year. They're not even starting. So I want a stability of a quarterback in a super flex league, especially of a Patrick Mahomes or a Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts to start my startup. I don't want to risk it on. Oh yeah, I'm pivoting. I'm going out and getting, Caleb Williams, and hopefully I get a guy that's going to be there next year. We don't know. We saw Baker Mayfield go nuts his rookie season. We thought he was going to be the next stud. He struggled for 4 years afterwards and finally found a spot in Tampa last year where he was
a backup next year is what I was told though. So I don't know.
He might be Kyle Trask. Have you ever seen him throw a pass?
No, he sucks. That's why.
It's called going full circle, baby. Let's get back to the rankings, man. You're crazy. So Brock Purdy's one of those guys, though. He can instantly just fall off the face of the planet.
He could.
And we don't see him again.
He definitely could.
The 49ers don't have much invested in him. He could just disappear. We've seen it how many times with other quarterbacks. Deshaun Watson disappeared. Just one injury and you're done. Or one illegal law-breaking action.
By the way, I want to say, I know we're done talking about this tier, but I don't know how you have Daniel Jones ranked ahead of Jared Goff and some of these guys. Goff was a stud last year. Daniel Jones? He's going to be a backup in a year. I want y'all to know that.
Daniel Jones was very good the year before he was hurt last year. I'm just telling you.
Them ranked, Dave. I have Jared Goff over Daniel Jones.
I'm not a Jared Goff lover.
I'm not stupid.
But I'm not a Jared Goff lover.
How
do
you not like Jared Goff? Like he's solid.
I think
he's the most solid QB2 you could probably come about. Him and guys like Kirk Cousins.
So do you think Jared Goff? Remember how Kirk Cousins was that break? Like 16, 15.
Yeah,
right, he was always there. Is Goff that guy there now?
But you have him too low. But I mean, Goff he's low key solid, man. He was so good last year, but
he was very good. But the year before, he wasn't so
I'm
good.
telling you, he's going to be a backup in a year. Ask Pete; he'll tell you.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Man, they want him to be so good, so like bad.
They better draft a receiver because
they obviously, Dave, or go out and go get Odell. He might help out. He might help out a little bit. Let's go to tier 2. Oh, tier 2 is where all the studs are. Obviously, we have Anthony Richardson, CJ Stroud, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, and Jalen Hurts. Now, Dave, you might be asking, why do you have Anthony Richardson up here? Are you an Anthony Richardson hater?
no, I mean I never liked him coming out, but for fantasy, he's going to be great. I knew that was going to happen. He was awesome last year. Now, can he stay healthy? That's going to be a whole nother issue. We'll see, because he had issues in college, and clearly he had issues last year. He left like 3 of the first 4 games he played. So I hope he stays healthy, because he definitely looks like he's going to be a fantasy superstar.
Hold on. He missed one play at the end of the game.
He missed parts of multiple games. That's all I know. He missed
a singular play.
You know what? One play didn't matter.
Okay.
Well, that means he got hurt. Like, all I'm saying is the way he's going to play is.
I think it's going to be different this year, though, because he didn't have Jonathan Taylor when he was playing last year. So he finally did get Jonathan Taylor against the Titans when I was in Cancun, actually. And that's when he got hurt. And he only got to hand the ball off one time to Jonathan Taylor. Now they're going to have both. They've got Michael Pittman extended. They've got Josh Downs. They're going to draft a rookie wide receiver. All things in Indy are going to be great. It's fine. See, Richardson's going to be great. Again, if he stays healthy. But he's this high because of his upside. He gets a lot of rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
He's a good thrower. He's got an arm. He's got an offense. It's gonna be good.
I like him for fantasy. I love him for fantasy.
We actually just bumped him up to tier 2 today. He was still sitting at 7, but I made the executive decision to move him from 3 to 2.
Homer. I have 2 homers. Like, I'm a Dolphins guy, and I'm not sitting here. Oh, Tua's got Dave's like sitting here. Darnold's gonna be this, and Dave.
I never said one. I said he.
And Justin's like,
50 chance to start. So calm down there, tough guy.
What was the reason why I bumped him up to tier 2 though? It wasn't actually for like actual homerism. It was just that logistics. I needed him to get moved up to tier 2.
I understand that. I really do. Now Joe Burrow is up here on tier 2. He's an elite quarterback. He's one of the best. He's actually undefeated against the coin toss against Patrick Mahomes, unlike Josh Allen. He actually beat him in overtime, even though he didn't get the ball first. I don't know. Nobody wants to talk about that. They want to change the rules. But same season, by the way. But Joe Burrow sitting here at 4. He's going to lose T. Higgins. It looks like he's going to be traded away, or he's requested a trade. I have him at 4. I'm higher than you, Justin. You have him at 5, so it's only one.
I'm a Joe Burrow fan too. I'm a Bengals fan.
I just think Joe Burrow's a quarterback. Like, I think he's one of them guys who just got hurt last year, nagging injuries. T. Higgins was hurt half the season. Jamar Chase is always banged up. This guy was having problems staying in the lineup. I think Joe Burrow, when he has a full season of healthy receivers and a healthy season, he can be up there with the Josh Allens, and he can be better than Josh Allen for fantasy. Not saying he will be, but I said he can compete up there with him. How say you, Dave? Or Justin?
The big thing is going to be his whether or not he is going to remain healthy this season. Is T. Higgins a Bengal next year? Will he only have Jamar Chase and insert like Zach Moss? Like, that's it. I mean, that's all they got.
Tyler Boyd's still there. Last I checked,
Tyler Boyd's a free agent too.
Oh, he's not there anymore?
Tyler Boyd's a free agent.
He hasn't re-signed.
I thought he
yet.
did. My bad.
Anybody, I think.
No, I thought he did. Damn. You know where you should go?
Josh,
you know where he should go?
AR5, not AR15.
That's what I want.
You know where Tyler Boyd should go? Cincinnati. It makes freaking sense.
He should go. He should just go back to Cincinnati.
I thought I thought I already re-signed. Damn.
No, he has not re-signed yet. So it is a bummer. That's why I have Burrow at 4. Or I mean 5. Sorry. I could probably move him up to 4 actually. But
some would say we're too low on CJ Stroud. Some would say that he should be higher because of the season he had last year, and that was his rookie season.
Sophomore slump.
I don't see a sophomore slump. I just see it steadily out. I see it like everyone wants it to happen. Like his chart was up, and I think he's just gonna level out. He's gonna play amazing football, great football, but there's no chance he surprises everyone again and doesn't even better. There's no way. And if he does, I'll eat a shoe.
How is there
on
no
air.
way? Because it happens all the time. If he's great, like we think he might be,
He should extend.
or look great, then he would just keep great.
After Mahomes threw 50-something million touchdowns, he regressed. After Lamar Jackson threw 48 touchdowns, he regressed. I'm not saying that.
Good Jesus Christ, you're an idiot. All I'm saying is he could still be great and maybe not put up the exact numbers. Maybe he'll do better in one area than another. I don't know. Sure. I'm just saying.
I'm not ready to put CJ on a pedestal yet. I want to see it twice. I mean, I guess we could say the same thing about Anthony Richardson, but we're not putting them top 5 though. So he did look really good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really upset that he's in Houston.
I do wish we could have got to see Anthony Richardson more. He didn't play enough. That sucks. Yeah.
I would like to see him with a better with Jonathan Taylor, a full game, not just one handoff. I would like to see him with the full, Michael Pittman experience. I want to see it all because I think Anthony Richardson has out of this tier. You look at Lamar, we didn't talk about Hurts, Burrow, Stroud, and Richardson. I think Richardson has the best opportunity to go up in his stock. Obviously,
I do want to talk about Lamar though.
Okay, talk Lamar.
Oh, you got him at 5. I have him at 3. You have him below Jalen Hurts and Joe Burrow. I have him above Jalen Hurts because I have Hurts at 4.
Why?
Why?
Weapons, one thing. The Eagles didn't just add. I know they added Saquon Barkley, right? And I know this is Dynasty, so it's long term. But Lamar Jackson didn't just add the most lethal, brutal monster running back in the history of the world. Who knows how many carries he's going to get? Who knows how many carries he's going to take from the goal line? You want to keep your asset, Lamar Jackson, who you just gave $1 bajillion to, healthy at the goal line. Would it be smarter to run a, bootleg to the right, risking an injury, ankle sprain, ACL, whatever it may be, or just give it to Derrick Henry up the middle? So it's going to take rushing touchdowns away, in my opinion, for the foreseeable future.
But what about?
And hold on. Jalen Hurts has. I'm sorry.
Kelsey. What if they don't do the push push? He doesn't get 50 rushing touchdowns.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Does Lamar Jackson have anyone capable of like a AJ Brown on their team catching the football, or even a Devontae Smith? I would say no. Better weapons.
Flowers nice.
Yeah,
Flowers
he's nice.
Mark
he's nice.
Hold on, right there.
Hold on. He's nice. He's nice for 5 and 60 yards. Zay Jones is a PPR guy. He's never going to go.
Zay Flowers,
Zay Jones. Yeah, I'd rather have
really good.
Not the same wide receiver.
He was good. He was really good, and I championed Zay Flowers middle of the season, but all of a sudden he was going like 4 for 52, like for long stretches because they're rushing the ball. They were the highest rushing team in the NFL. And then yes, you bring up Mark Andrews. 2 seasons in a row, this guy can't stay on the field. Dallas Goedert, just as good, not just as good, but just a great weapon. I think Jalen Hurts has more weapons over there. Saquon Barkley adds to the passing game as well as the rushing, but adds to the passing game, whereas Derrick Henry does not. So you have another pass catcher who's better on the Eagles. I just look at it that way. Now, I may be wrong. Lamar Jackson's amazing. The MVP, he's fucking awesome. But what I'm saying is Jalen Hurts has more weapons around him that can support his passing, and he can still rush the ball, where Lamar has Zay Flowers is cool. Yes, if you want 6 for 65 and maybe a touchdown here, maybe a touchdown there, but he doesn't have the players of A.J. Brown. He doesn't have Saquon Barkley. 2 totally different offenses there. That's all. Now, if Lamar Jackson had A.J. Brown, Lamar Jackson would be higher, in my opinion, but he doesn't. He has Zay Flowers. That's it.
Currently, yeah. I think
yes.
In the draft, which I think they probably end up will, which will definitely help that aspect. I still like the fact that, I mean, in the open field, if I'm picking Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson, I'm going Lamar Jackson 100 times over.
And I'm not going to hate you on that. Now, Dave, what's your counterpoint?
Jalen regressed last year from the year before, too. So what says he's not going to regress even more? So I'm not saying he's going to drop down to QB 25 or QB 55, but I would take Lamar over Jalen at this point in time.
And I'm not. Look, I have him at 5. You have Lamar at 3. We're still in the same tier.
Very close. Yeah.
I'd be happy with any of them. Just when push comes to shove, I'm taking Jalen Hurts, and that's just.
And he also has a pair of good tight ends. So.
Who does? Lamar.
Yeah,
Isaiah Likely is good, but they don't use. We've seen it. Isaiah Likely doesn't get.
I don't know why they don't
routes.
use more 2 tight end sets. Honestly,
yeah,
they didn't really use Likely until Andrews got hurt.
Exactly.
And now they actually see, okay, Likely is pretty solid.
But we saw that
Maybe
2
they
years
will
ago.
run 2
We
tight
saw
end
2
sets.
years ago when
They
Andrews got
don't,
hurt.
and it doesn't make sense because you could easily. I'm not a freaking offensive coordinator. I feel like you could easily run 2 tight end sets because they run the ball so freaking much, and then boom, that play action. Yeah, I mean, who knows what's gonna happen? I love them both. I'm not gonna even pick a side right now because I think they're both great.
No, do the Ravens still use a fullback, and then that's why they can't get 2 tight ends on the field because
they got Patrick Ricard, or is he gone?
But hey, that's a debate we're gonna have probably much longer going forward into the season. Now, do you want to get straight into the tier 1? There's only 2, shouldn't take too long, but we both have different opinions on these quarterbacks. So let's get to tier 1. Tier 1, we have the greatest quarterback of all time, Patrick Mahomes. And then Justin wants to troll me and put Josh Allen number 1 on our rankings, even though.
Whoa. You just moved Patrick Mahomes up yesterday because you drafted him. That's the only reason. Yesterday, you had Josh Allen. I had to switch this graphic because of you. Okay. I don't want to hear it.
So I was in a startup and I posted my thing and Dave's like, why didn't you take the best quarterback at 101? I said, I did. I took Mahomes. And then I went to my rankings. I said, why don't I have Josh Allen at 1? That was stupid. So I changed to Patrick Mahomes. That's why. Patrick Mahomes is the 101. He's the most safest. He's the most secure. He can do it without anyone. It doesn't matter. And I'm not saying Hollywood Brown is a game changer. I'm really not.
Yes, he is. I think he is a game changer.
Hold on.
I think that's going to explode that offense even more.
I do.
It's scary to think.
I do. But what I'm saying is Hollywood can't stay on the field 2 seasons in a row, just like other players. He just can't stay healthy. With the emergence of Rashee Rice, Travis Kelce's coming back for maybe 1 more year, maybe 2, doesn't matter. He's still there as of today. And then you add Hollywood Brown, that right there pushed it over the top. You're no longer dealing with this Kadarius Toney nonsense or this MVS or yes, they're still going to be there. They're still going to get annoying touchdowns or you're going to be upset. But Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback I've ever seen play football in my life. And if I'm drafting 101, I want the guy who's the best, not the guy who turns the ball over 40 times a year.
First of all,
Josh Allen.
Has Josh Allen not been quarterback 1 3 out of the last 4 years?
He has been.
And the 1 year he wasn't number 1 was the year that they took away his Cincinnati game because a guy died on the field. So otherwise, he would have been QB1. So that's 4 years in a row. He probably basically was QB1. And I love Mahomes. That's all I'm saying.
I can still body slam.
Both, flip a coin. I mean,
I can still body slam Rondale Moore, by the way.
There we go.
Where did he go? Where did he get traded to?
Cleveland.
No, Rondale Moore got traded to Atlanta. Kirk Cousins. That's
an
explosive offense. Now, Dave, I understand what you're saying. The rushing upside, of course. Josh Allen's a beast. Flip a coin. But what I'm saying is, in 3 years from now, I'm not saying Josh Allen won't still have the rushing upside, but Mahomes isn't going to lose his points because he's a pure pocket passer. He can scramble as well. Josh Allen, we've seen him turn the ball over many times. I'm not saying he's not going to be great forever, but he has a better chance of regressing because of his playing, because of how he plays, his style. And let's face it, he gets a lot of touchdowns on the ground. Are they going to stop? Are they going to be like, hey, we need to protect Josh. Let's hand the ball off to our awesome stud, running back that we drafted instead of having this guy get blown up. And plus, Stephon Diggs.
Oh, he cut out for you too.
Yeah,
right in the middle of it. Yes, I love it. Stephon did.
Well, his internet went out.
This one. Hold on. Timeout. Yep, that's getting screenshot. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about, but Josh Allen is greater. Is I would rather have Josh Allen over Patrick Mahomes in Dynasty. This coming from the guy who had both and traded away Josh Allen for more upside. I got Patrick Mahomes. Or, I'm sorry, I got Justin Jefferson and a lot of other people in that trade for Josh Allen. So, yeah, Josh Allen has better rushing upside in my opinion. We're just gonna cut him right out of the screen and go to 2 people. Oh no, there we go. So yeah, until he comes back, who knows? But yeah, he's got better rushing upside. He's still probably the best running back on that team. Didn't they just get a running back too? I can't remember.
No, James Cook's really good though.
James Cook is good, yes.
But Josh Allen gets all the rushing touchdowns, just like.
But Josh Allen does get all the rushing touchdowns, so that doesn't help him at all. So, yes, Patrick Mahomes is great. Allen still has Stephon Diggs. Mahomes has Rashee Rice, which I think is what he was trailing off and saying there between the two. Allen's got more weapons, in my opinion.
Dude, they just signed Curtis Samuel too, who I think that's a pretty low-key sign.
That's a solid. Let Gabe Davis walk and got Curtis Samuel. I was talking to Bill's friend of mine, best man of our wedding, and he's from Buffalo, and loves the Curtis Samuel signing.
I got a buddy who's a Bills fan too, and he texted me, he's like, "Man, I really like that signing." I was like, "I do too, man." Because
talking about Adam.
Yeah.
That's who I traded Josh Allen too for Justin Jefferson and like round picks.
I know, and I love Adam, but sometimes this guy, I love Josh Allen. He's got weapons. He does it himself all the time. But again, you got Mahomes who does it all too. He's still the greatest. So you can't go wrong. If I had to flip a coin, I'd take Josh Allen by a hair, and that's about it.
Yeah, well, it doesn't seem like Josh is coming back. Maybe he will. Maybe he's trying to connect. I bet his computer died or shut off on him, something like that. That was really
internet went out. Who knows?
Internet went out. Who knows? But yeah, next week we are doing the running backs. So Dynasty running backs next week. If you guys have any questions, be sure to leave comments. You can call the number on the banner there, 813-575-2290. You can leave us a voicemail. We'll maybe even call you back live on air next week. So be sure to do any of that stuff if you find that interesting and you want to talk to us in person and not just leave comments on YouTube and Twitter and all those things. Be sure to follow us on social media at OUSFF Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, and Facebook actually too. I'm trying to get that one going. You can follow me at Justin Bowerly, Dave at Viking Dave 18, or Josh at Josh Kimmel OUS. But again, follow all of us on OUSFF Pod or the Fins Talk Network. And again, call in 813-575-2290. Leave us a voicemail for next week, and we will play it on our live. But Dave, until next week, I already forgot to play the intro.
I know I've been waiting for your music to start.
Dang it! Well, maybe we can just waste. You want to waste 45 more seconds? See if Josh will come back.
He's never coming back.
He's never coming back. Out. Kimmel. Oh,
Spectrum's out. Kimmel's out.
Oh, that sucks for him.
Poor John.
Yeah. So. Follow us on social media. Do all the things again. Like I said, send in your questions. Again, that number is 813-575-2290.
Daniel Jones.
Don't draft Daniel Jones this year. That would be absolutely awful. Is the music cutting out for you? Because whenever Josh does this, the music cuts out for him, and I think it's because I'm playing it, not him. But
I don't know.
Maybe we might just have to do this in the future.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, guys, until next week when we talk about Dynasty running backs from Justin and Dave. Peace.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe wherever you watch or listen to podcasts. Follow on X and Instagram at OUSFFPOD. We'll be back next week for more ways to win your league.